Hey y'all, morning. Listen to my honey girl. She's so cute. She's snuggy cuddling, cuddly snuggling. I'm extremely blessed to have her. You know, she gets me through everything. So, yeah, Asian women, um, I'd say probably Japanese, you know, that are, full Japanese women. Um, I think probably Asian women in general that are full Asian. Now my ex was her dad. Typical. He was in the military and he met um, her mom, my ex's mom, in Korea. But her dad was kind of an asshole. He expected everything to be done for him, and he burned through the money, and he was an alcoholic. And I mean, I appreciate him serving in the military, for sure. But I met him, and he was just, I never met her mom. She died before we met, but um, and we were together for a while. But I make the best rice. This rice is dirty, dirty rice, rice, baby, rice, baby, forever, 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 forever. So, on Facebook dating, I put, Chinese, Mandarin, Filipino, Japanese, Korean, um, and I think the thing is once, because my ex is half Korean, and don't get me wrong, when we met, it's like, it was better, but the thing is, Honey Girl and I at Motel 6 in Willows, that couple, that guy was super cool he was trying to find his cat that, he rescued, and they were going back to Oregon, and he was driving the truck with the trailer, and they're both driving Toyotas, which is cool, But he was driving, and his wife, he could see her falling asleep, starting to swerve, so they pulled over. Super good guy, cool, and his wife was quiet and nice. I don't know, maybe she didn't speak, English or what. I'm sure she did. She just, I think the thing is like I was telling him, I go, you know, and what he mentioned, he goes, they're just more, wanting to take care of a guy, So I'm like, yeah, dude. Well, I appreciate you, our brother. That's what I say. He was a good guy, and and she was good. She was hot. I didn't say that. Just like, but yeah, it was pretty cool, and I think that's why I told him, I go, that's why a lot of people go to the Philippines and stuff, and of course not Thailand because I want to Bangkok, but I think the thing is the more pure they are, they're just like with my ex, we go down to the Koreans and they're all in San Jose and shit, and all the guys wouldn't do anything, and because all the women are doing stuff, and they go to work, and I did the same thing, but I'm in there doing the dishes and stuff and helping out because that's how I grew up. It's not like my parents instilled it in me, I instilled it in myself. So all my parents really did was drink and smoke and have my fucking psychotic brother stay with us. So, but he disappeared in '84, so he might still be out there somewhere. I don't know, but I doubt it. So, yeah. I mean, so like if I'm like, because I mean, Asian women are beautiful, and they're just, even my ex, she's beautiful, but it's like, I twice I got involved with women with kids, and that was a mistake because you can't do anything right, you know. People go like, oh, they didn't listen to you. I go, whatever. People like to say shit like that, have no fucking idea. And their stepfathers get blamed a lot. And I'm not saying they're all perfect, but, you know, it's best to just stay away from women with kids, especially when they're younger, because they just turn into what they turn into. It's hard enough when they're biologically yours. And so I accepted them both, you know, and it's like, whatever. But, yeah. I mean, so now it's just like, if I ever want any female human in my life, it's going to be a full-on Asian. Because I'm Caucasian. You know, it makes sense, right? Mostly cock, and then I'll have an Asian. You're waiting for that, huh? The key is to post stuff, you talk dirty towards the end of it. You know, because they'll be like, oh my God, this guy's just talking on and on again. And then you say some dirty stuff. And then you know, this whole sound check thing, you know, that they're like, oh, let's check the sound, make sure there's any weird sounds in it, you know. I mean, listen to all my weird sounds. I'm talking. I'm a man that talks. Isn't that weird enough? You know, we don't really talk. We talk to other guys. Like I talked to him. His wife was looking for the kitty cat, and he was too. And we were talking. He's a really cool guy. It's really nice, you know. And he was loving up Honey and stuff. He's a good guy, and you can tell that he's happy, you know. And I was just like, man, I was gonna ask, does he have a sister or a cousin, a mom, a grandma? What's above a grandma? Because they age really good, and you know, 160. Hey, let's get this done. I like sushi. I do. I make the best. Did I tell you I make the best rice? Did I tell you that already? I did. Did I repeat myself? I've been told that. Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't think I'm going to find one on Facebook dating. No. Honey girl, going to Japan because, you know, shinobi ninjas. And hey, is there a tunnel? Because I don't want to fly. Okay? We're going. Be like water, friend.